Hello and welcome to Elder Scrolls Offline. This playthrough is about playing through Elder Scrolls main story with the more classic vibe of the Elder Scrolls, more the single player approach. So we are going through the main story here. Let's get to it. For this playthrough, I chose the Daggerfall Covenant, and we are going through the campaign, starting with Glenumbra. And this is early main story. We have to go to the Harbor Edge, as pointed out on the upper right corner. I just don't know where I am. Okay, this way. This is not going to be a fast-paced playthrough, so pretty much a second monitor content, if you will. No rush, no hurry. I'm just trying to play the game as I usually play an Elder Scrolls game. Otherwise, we're going to a place called the Harbor Edge, which is well, how shall I put it? It's kind of a secluded place for all three kingdoms, nearby the first city. Soul Dungeon, where you get the quest for the main story 9 actually. There are two different stories going on. An early ESO vanilla. One of them is about the fight with Molagwal, and one is just going through the different major zones of your selected faction. But all of them is going to be intertwined in the end for the end game. Hey Lyris, hey Prophet. I don't recall her playing the lute. Maybe I just wasn't paying attention.
God, you are safe. Good fortune did not abandon us entirely.
Is something wrong, Prophet?
Despite many days of meditating and scrying, Sai Sahan's whereabouts still elude me. The projection that you witnessed in the Foundry of Woe showed him to be in great peril. If we are to find him, I will need your help, Vestige.
What can I do to help?
Though Sai remains hidden from my sight, Lyris brings news that an agent of the enemy lurks in Daggerfall. Fear is on the lips of the people. Darkness walks among them. Even a blind man can sense it. It is the hand of Manamako.
How can this help us?
If it is truly an agent of Menamako's worm cult, It may provide us with a clue that will hasten our search. Seek this agent, but tread carefully. The worm cult is a cult of necromancy, and the undead are fearsome opponents.
How can I find this agent?
Venture to Daggerfall. Speak to Old Maid Maxell and Husnia the mercenary. It was on their lips that Lyris first heard murmurs of trouble lurking in the shadows. Locate this agent of evil. Return with any personal effects they carry with them.
I've had something in return. Okay. Here we go. So there just seems to be a path here. Maybe I just imagining it. Well, yeah, sort of. Back to Daggerfall, I guess. Which you may recall as the title for the second Elder Scrolls game.
What do you suppose they do for fun around here?
I have no idea. Let's look around. So one of them is here, one of them isn't in. Okay.
Selling, buying, trading, right here.
What is it?
Oops. Someone died. Oh, hello.
You're new to Daggerfall, aren't you? I know everyone in town.
Have you noticed any other strangers in the city?
I don't like to gossip, but there's been an Imperial vagrant nosing around for the past few weeks. Suspicious-looking fellow. I actually saw him picking through the trash outside the castle a few weeks ago. I've no idea where he is now.
Oh. Persuade. You're obviously as observant as you are beautiful. Is there anything else you can tell me? Let's do that. Oh, I don't have the perk. Okay. Isn't there anything else you can tell me?
I'm sorry, but I am not in the habit of ogling strange men.
All right.
Hear ye, hear ye! The curfew has been lifted. The murderer has been caught, and the assassin has been dispatched by the champion of the king.
Oh yeah, that was me. Yeah, a bit of early questing. Done the main quest here in the city. And a couple of quests for the Prophet. But not much on the deep end. Let's see what's here in the inn.
A laughing heart sprayed blood afar, a gout on Cirid fell, and like a dart shot to its mark, down in an alien well. Magic perfused the Lorcan blood to
Who's this now? I bet you've got a wild tale or two to share.
I was hoping you'd have a tale for me. About a stranger in town?
Present company excluded? Well, there was a dodgy-looking Imperial hanging out in a doorway near Southgate Alley this morning. He was eyeballing everyone who happened by. Seemed like a cutpurse looking for an easy mark, if you ask me.
I don't have the intimidate as well. Isn't there anything else you can tell me?
Sorry, that's all I've got. I'd be willing to bet he's staying on the south side of town, though.
Okay, thanks.
diamond, protect us till the end.
South side on the city. Okay. How south?
I heard that Dominion
So we are going back.
soldiers have landed at Farwatch. Can you tell me anything else?
Not much. The arrows landed, and there's been fighting throughout the area.
That's certainly more interesting than wild dogs, but a lot more dangerous too. I think I'm going to avoid that area for the foreseeable future.
I have nothing. Buying, selling, trading.
That's the place. Let's ask her me. Maybe she knows something.
The ship's new crew will work out. And if they don't, the captain will send them off to the old mutineers.
Okay, nothing worthwhile. Not a closed door. Not much interesting here. Let's go to the abandoned cellar. The Worm's Retreat. Moneymark was expected to yes, that's correct. I've seen that in the previous playthrough when I visited the Sijic Order's island. That you can go through the story of how Moneymarko became a necromancer and actually ousted him from the Mage's Guild. Or the Sijic Order in that case.
Stendarr see you safely to your rest.
So we just barely set foot on this cellar and we already have skeleton. Not the best start. There's another one.
This is not the end of our tale.
Can I pick the mushrooms? No. Oh, we are entering a bigger cave. Aldemion, I never heard that fellow before. It doesn't seems to be friendly. Most probably he will attack us.
How dare you trespass here!
Pathetic mortal. Well, he's dead, so guess we are both dead. What's the journal said? Strange request indeed. I was on my evening stroll, having a bite to eat in the back alley when I noticed that the Imperial neck I feasted upon bore a golden medallion. I recognized the trinket at once as a sigil of the cause of the Black Worm. While I considered this, I heard the dull thwack of a blunt object hitting flesh and bone, and my world went black. I awoke in a cave, bound to a chain, my head throbbing with bittersweet pain. A number of hooded cultists surrounded me, each with the unmistakable gleam of murder in his eyes. I quite liked them. One of the cultists seemed different than the others, and I recognized him as their leader almost immediately. He had a cold yet calm demeanor and seemed completely unafraid of me. He introduced himself as Abner Tarn. Okay, that's not good. He was somewhat displeased that I had made my evening meal on one of his most loyal guards. Normally, he explained, I would have been discorporated for such an infraction, but he said he liked my style and my violent proclivities. He saw a lot of promise in me and would like to propose a mutually beneficial arrangement. If I agreed to join the worm cult, I could replace this agent. I would reside in a conveniently placed underground lair within the city limits, which would assure me a continued stream of meals along with a virtually unlimited supply of black soul gems. The agreement did sound promising, but just to play Daedra's advocate, I asked what my alternative might be. In answer, Tarn opened the portal to Cold Harbor right at my feet. My chair began to tether, and the screams of the damned filled my ears. Lovely to listen to, but not something I wished to experience firsthand. Needless to say, I chose servitude. Now, I while away my days guarding this wretched cavern while providing the city streets, by prowling the city streets after dusk. It's not a bad existence. In fact, I've even begun to take up the study of necromancy. At some point, perhaps, Tarn will consent to teaching me the finer points himself. Time will tell. And I have all the time in the world, don't I? Okay. So now we know. Stick around. Oh, I forgot that this guy could pop up again any minute. Let's grab the stuff we need. What about this discourse?
What is the meaning
What?
of this interruption? Why have you contacted me?
I did not.
This is Abner Tharn. The Master and I are very busy. This had better be important. Wait a moment. I don't know your face. Identify yourself immediately.
Who, me?
Yes, your report, you insipid twit. What, did you contact me by accident?
Well, actually, I did. Who are you?
How dare you speak to me in such a... Wait. You're not one of ours, are you? Color me intrigued. You speak to Abner Tharn, Overlord of Nibene and Chancellor of the Elder Council.
The Imperial Chancellor. What are you doing here?
Well, correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't you contact me? Fascinating. Are you merely a blundering local, I wonder, or something more?
I'm looking for Sai Sahan.
Are you indeed? I didn't think that Redguard has-been had a single friend left. Not in this world, at any rate. Let me give you some free advice. Forget about Sai Sahan. Even if I told you where he was, attempting a rescue would be suicidal.
Then you know where he is?
Of course I do. But do you really think I'd tell you and risk incurring Menemarco's wrath? I think not. Ah, the owner of this place returns. And he doesn't look pleased. Farewell.
What?
You! Get away from that!
So this was just the puppet, not the actual vampire himself. No matter. Okay. So, I dealt with two shady guys in one run. Let's get out of here. Yeah. No different exits this time. Oh. I was sure this is going to happen. It's quite curious because Abner Thorn helped us in the previous
If you see a
mission
pawn shop,
when we
give
were
a
in
shout. I want to get a
Cold
gift for
Harbor.
Aurelia.
But now he doesn't recognize us, okay? But let's go back to the harbor edge. Storm is coming? Weird. Oh, there's nothing here. Can do nothing with it.
You've returned. What have you found?
The cultists use orbs like this one to communicate. I spoke to Abner Thorn.
Abner Thorn shows his face again. I get the sense that he might have a larger part to play in the coming events, but for good or ill, I cannot say. Leave the orb with me. I shall be able to use it to locate Sai Sahan.
Good luck.
Hold a moment. Come here. We need to talk.
Okay. Oh damn, she's pretty tall. From this perspective.
I heard you and the Prophet talking about Abner Thorn.
Why do you dislike Thorn so much?
Didn't the Prophet tell you the story of the 5 companions?
He showed me a vision about them, but I'd like to hear your thoughts.
I don't know where to start. There's so much to tell.
Tell me about Abner Thorn.
Abner Tharn is Grand Chancellor of the Elder Council, and Chief Advisor to his daughter, the Empress Regent. He is also Manimarco's toady.
Thorn didn't seem too happy working for the Worm Cult.
Tharn's first loyalty is to his family and the Empire, and he's a ruthless bastard when it comes to defending them. The Worm Cult obviously doesn't share those loyalties. Tharn would never trust them, but he's too much of a coward to betray them.
What if he got something out of it?
Maybe. But what could we offer him? He's already got more gold than the gods themselves.
Alright, tell me about the 5 companions.
We were chosen by Emperor Varen to join him on a quest to recover a lost artifact called the Amulet of Kings. The 5 included Varen, myself, a Red Guard named Sai Sahan, Abner Tharn, and the traitor Manimarco.
Tell me more about Manimarco.
You only know him as the man who killed you and stole your soul. But back then, he was Emperor Varen's most trusted advisor. It was Manimarco who convinced Varen to search for the Amulet of Kings.
Why would Varen need the amulet?
Varen wasn't a true Dragonborn Emperor. He didn't share Alessia's bloodline. Manimarco said the amulet could change all that. He said he could use it to perform a ritual that would turn Varen into a true Dragonborn.
What are the Dragonfires?
Well, the legend says that the Dragonfires were created from the blood of Akatosh and given to Saint Alessia. When a new emperor is crowned, they're supposed to relight them to prove that they're a true heir of Alessia, one of the Dragonborn.
Did you ever find the Amulet of Kings?
It took us more than 2 years, but we finally recovered the amulet and returned to Cyrodiil to perform the ritual. Manimarco set us up. The ritual caused a violent explosion of magical energy. We lost Varen. Sai Sahan and I were declared outlaws.
What then?
Manimarco convinced the Elder Council to recognize Abner Tharn's daughter Clivia as Empress Regent. But Manimarco was the true power behind the throne. Sai Sahan and I went into hiding. There was a bounty on our heads.
Okay. I've heard enough for now.
I know it's a lot to take in. We'll talk more later. In the meantime, I'll keep an eye on the Prophet. Hopefully that orb will help him find out where Sai Sahan is being held. Once we know that, we can plan our next move.
Alright.
Is Lyris seeing someone that you know of? You know what? Don't answer that. Forget I asked. Where were we going next?
Oh yeah. The Dean Knight who likes ladies. Fun. Anyway. We're done here. For the time being. Let's check the new gear. We got 6 skill points. I don't think anything to unlock. Or not much. At least we get some visible indication of the reagents we can collect. Oh, and I forget the actual thing. Darkness Amulet, multi effects, weapon spell damage. Gives maximum health. And that's still better. So we need the Magicka. But I can at least take it apart. So I was just asking Lyris about these things to give you some background on what was happening before the game started, or the background story of the actual events that led to this actual point in history where the Imperials are worshipping Molag Bal and the other factions are banded together to take over Cyrodiil. Oh, wrong direction. This is just like a short version of where the politics are in this game, because that's always an important part. It's an Elder Scrolls game. Where are we in the politics? That's usually deciding factor of the situation, but what we are tossed into when we start the game.
Oh, nice. What did you find?
Now, question is, will we get the visit from the Prophet right here before the entering the... Oh, I still have the woodcutting animation. Can I change that? No, I can't. Interesting. So that will remain with the EU guys.
The fog has lifted, Vestige. The path before us has been revealed. It is both dark and twisted. Come to the harborage. We have an unexpected guest who demands your presence.
Oh, I think that's Evnatarn. I believe. But first I'm going to pick up some side quests, I believe. Do I have a quest? I don't think I picked up. Maybe there is. I don't know. Oh yeah, I have to leave the area of Daggerfall to trigger the new quest, I believe. First of all, I'm going to do some side questing because why not? What is this? Consumable crafting. I see. Okay, that's the jewel crafting, alchemy and provisioning, I believe. Okay. Maybe not that. For now, at least. Is there any other quests here? Those are all builds. Oh, that's the PvP mission. And this is going to be the other crafting one. For the equipment, yeah. So it's like enchanting, woodworking, blacksmith, and clothier. Maybe there is a quest up there. I mean a real one. Oh, it's a homeless guy.
Nobody cares about us poor beggars.
Beggar Matthew.
Could you help me? I'm next. I know I'm going to be next.
Next for what?
Murder. My friends are already dead, but the Watch doesn't care. What's one less beggar? We're nothing to them. But if someone found the killer...
Where should I start looking?
Start in the Trade District alleys. That's where old Jian was murdered just yesterday. Maybe Lieutenant Dubois will give you a reward if you do his job for him.
I'll do what I can.
Thank you. It's a terrible thing to be poor. You're invisible. No one cares.
I have some questions.
I'll tell you whatever I know.
Tell me more about the killings.
The Watch found old Jian last night. The night before, it was Ragged Ron. When one of us dies, they blame the cold or the plague. But Jian and Ron were cut up something horrible. Now they say it's a wolf.
A wolf?
Can you believe it? A wolf in the city? But that's what the Watch thinks. Who am I to say any different? Still, it feels more like murder than the work of a wild animal to me.
Why would someone kill beggars?
We're everywhere. We're easy prey. Some folks just don't like us. Take your pick. This killer isn't stopping, it's brutal. Sooner or later, it's gonna start killing a better class of citizen. Then the Watch will take action.
Okay. Back alley murders. Search the South Trade District alley. Okay, we're back there.
I've got what you need.
I guess this is the way. Oh, someone's dead. Are you attacked? That's weird. Bloodthorn cultist. This man's spine was twisted several times before he died. Oh, jeez. The attackers must have been incredibly strong. Werewolf, perhaps? Search the West Trade District alleys. Jeez, yeah. Across the road. They're just having a nice, relaxing picnic type of thing. But there is a dead body a few meters away from them. Alright. Well, at least That guy is alive. For now. Why are these? They are beggars as well. Shiftless Gavin.
Get out of here. It'll kill you too.
Tell me what's going on.
It's a monster, I tell you. A monster. Prowls the alleys, shreds its victims with claws and fangs. It'll kill anyone that crosses its path. There's a dead man in the south alley, but he's no beggar. He's one of those Bloodthorn cultists.
Tell me more about the monster.
The beast prowls along the river's edge and hunts in the alleys. It doesn't eat what it kills. It just slaughters and leaves the corpses for the rats. It's the curse of Camlorn. I want no part of this evil.
The curse of Camlorn.
Haven't you heard? Everyone's talking about it. The town of Camlorn's been taken over by an army of werewolves. Don't look at me like that. I heard Damien and Fabian talking about it.
Okay. Investigate the river. Oh, okay.
It was a monster. It tore out Guillaume's throat and disappeared into the river. It was hideous.
What? Uh-oh. I guess we got our guy.
Riding with you never stops surprising me. Well fought.
Okay, level 14. So we got a werewolf here. Oh, nice stuff. Like what it also can be good for poison. So what now? Talk to Lieutenant Dubois. I guess that's how you pronounce it. Maybe. Where is that guy? Oh, over there. Alright. But before that, we claim the next level. So, level 14. Justice. To make gold quickly, pickpocket unsuspecting townsfolk or steal from their safe boxes. Watch for guards who will confiscate stolen merchandise. Lucky 10. Counterfeit Pardon Edict. And the dungeon unlocked. Future rewards. Yeah, that's when I unlocked the secondary weapon. And Magicka is going up. Nothing to add right now. Let's move on. I believe this is the correct way.
Just keep at it, I suppose.
Oh, it's here. He's here.
I've never seen the citizens so agitated. Even the beggars seem nervous these days.
I need to talk to you about the back alley murders. It was a werewolf.
A werewolf killed those beggars? You're certain? Damn. I shouldn't have ignored Matthew when he came to me. Take this as a reward, but say nothing. People are nervous enough as it is. I promise not to dismiss the concerns of the poor again.
Well, yeah.
I learned a hard lesson. I won't turn away anyone who's in trouble again. Not on my watch. Not even a beggar.
Are you willing to discuss the murders?
With you? Yes, of course. But please, keep your voice down. No need to alarm anyone unnecessarily.
Have you ever fought a werewolf?
Fight a werewolf? Never had the opportunity, and I hope it stays that way. A werewolf's bite carries the creature's curse. It can turn you into one of them. Or so I've heard it said.
What do you know about the curse of Camlorn?
I'd say it were a lot of superstitious nonsense. Except the rumors keep coming. They say that werewolves have overrun Camlorn, north of here. With the way the Lion Guard has been acting, there's certainly something going on up that way.
Okay. So we cleared that up. There are potential werewolf issues in this area. Good to know. Lapis. What else did we get? That counterfeit. Pardon. We got a maple ice stuff of flame, isn't that? But that's an ice. What? Now I'm confused. It says it's ice stuff, but maple ice stuff of flame deals flame damage. That doesn't make sense. Maybe something is very wrongly worded here. Maybe that's some type of stuff. Okay. And then if it's flame, then it's useless to me. Anyway, now I'm here. Let's go in and research and stuff, because we need that as well. So it may be an ice stuff, but it's a fire enchantment, which is just kind of bummer. Let's just research this. Oh, can I deconstruct something? No. Anything I can craft here? No. No reagents. So we are going back to the other crafting station, and you can check on other collected stuff that I can craft or research. Also, I think I can wrap it up here. All right. I think the deconstruct, no. Let's go to the Clothier one. Nothing to do here, actually. Where can I see the jewel crafting station should be nearby as well. Oh, it's over there. Here's an enchanting station. I can extract that. We still don't have the right rooms to create something. Nothing to research. But at least take apart more of the necklaces. That's correct, and yeah. Here we go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.